Hey there everybody, this video has been a long time in the coming for a couple of reasons, a few tens of thousands of reasons for some, a couple hundred for others, and that is that this is the review of the RodeLink, which means that I am now an owner of the RodeLink, and so the audio for my videos should be seeing a fairly substantial bump in terms of production quality, at least on the audio end. Right now, for example, I have the refrigerator has kicked itself on, and the laundry isn't going right this moment, but it was a minute ago. Anyway, the ambient sound should be substantially less. Got the fan on in here too, which otherwise would typically make something of a sound. So hopefully you're already noticing a fairly substantial difference in terms of audio quality. Of course, that's going to be subjective. I think that Rode VideoMic Pro was a fantastic tool for a really long time, but I'm really looking forward to getting into this more seriously, more long-term as an audio solution for a whole lot of things. So I'd love to explore with you some of those options, and let's get down to brass tacks. As many of you undoubtedly know, a lavalier mic, I don't know if you can see it, it's right here, is going to provide a much more intimate audio solution than a shotgun microphone. Since we're talking about how much better the audio quality is on this video than it has in the past because of the RodeLink, I would love it if y'all could smash that like button to let me know, or dislike button, to let me know what you think of the audio quality. Is it better, is it worse, like, dislike? And leave a comment below and let me know what audio solutions you're using to make your content. It is a big upside, that flexibility to be as far away as you need to be from the microphone and still be able to, from the camera rather, sorry, and still be able to provide decent quality audio straight into camera. One of the things that I've already been really loving about the RodeLink is that it's actually about the same size. It takes up about the same amount of space as my Rode VideoMic Pro, and I can fit my Rode VideoMic Pro in a lot of places. One of the things that the Rode VideoMic Pro and Pro Plus do much better than the RodeLink is capture some ambient sound, right? The purpose of that is also to help place your audience within your environment. So if you are a vlogger, perhaps a shotgun microphone is preferable. The Rode Video Micro, something along those lines, is going to be a fantastic option for that. At 60 bucks, it's going to give you most of what you need. Those are going to be even better because they're powered shotgun microphone solutions if you are a vlogger or something of that sort. Now on the flip side, I would almost recommend using a RodeLink for a task, for a situation, a creation type, such as vlogging, because of the fact that you're going to get much higher quality audio, and ostensibly you're speaking to camera at some point during that vlog, and in order to get a cleaner soundscape, you're going to want to isolate yourself from that background noise. It's going to take less time in post because it's a lav instead of a shotgun. Personally, I still think that there are a lot of opportunities to use my Rode VideoMic Pro. I think a lot of those are going to be vacation-oriented, time with family and friends oriented, where I'm going to want to be able to be more flexible with the audio that I'm capturing than this will be, because I don't want to have to unclip it and hold it around for other people to talk into. That would become quite onerous quite quickly. I think the value proposition of this device is very high. I think when you take it out of the box, the unboxing experience is fantastic. I think the build quality looks and feels very, it is plasticky, but it very nice finish. You feel like it's tough, you feel like it can handle some elements. Now there are a couple design bits that I'm not a huge fan of, like the way that you open the battery compartments and adjust the gain and sync the transmitter and receiver. I think the overall design does work though. I think it is a very good build quality and it just fits nicely. The one big exception to that is the way that you mount the receiver to the camera. It doesn't seem to be able to lock all the way down, and part of that is because the foot of it is a circle instead of a rectangle or a square that you would normally find with a hot shoe accessory. Because of that, it does require a lot more tightening down than I'm comfortable with, at least on my Sony Alpha 6300. On my 60, it doesn't require nearly as much, but I opted out of thinking of using that for this video because the video quality would be way worse. be really hard to match them up in post. I think when you're looking at a microphone, especially like the Rode VideoMic Pro versus the RodeLink, you're gonna have to think very seriously about what your use case scenario is long term. I've been doing this a while, privately and publicly, here on YouTube, and it was time for a change, and there was a good sale going on, and so I picked it up. It's been on my wish list for a long time, but I never really thought that it was necessary. I still don't, but I can already tell that the audio that I'm getting out of it is so much higher quality in this studio environment that it makes it worth it. I guess what I'm trying to say is I wouldn't recommend being too hard on yourself if you can't afford a RodeLink. They are pretty expensive. They are fantastic microphones. They are fantastic value for money. But this doesn't have to be your first, and your first doesn't have to be your last, right? If you go with shotgun microphones forever and you end up with XLR ones and you set up your studio with XLR microphones, that's great, good on you. For me, it didn't seem like the best choice financially because it felt, and in terms of the space that I'm using, both, because it felt like it would cost too much and it would take up too big of a footprint for the space that I have and for the budget that I have. The sale that I was able to get on this was fantastic. I think it's totally worth it at full price though too, if you have the cash flow. And I think that's the big thing. You can get away with a whole lot on YouTube, on most platforms, unless you're delivering commercially, with a device like a RodeLink or a shotgun microphone of any description that fits your budget. If this fits your budget, if this is going to fit your need, your use case scenario, if it's going to be a good, you know, when you do your pros and cons lists, if it's going to line up more in the pros, regardless of the price, then I would highly recommend getting it. I'm definitely not going to look back. You're going to be able to check out the microphones that I've talked about in this video through the Amazon affiliate links in the description down below. Smash that like button for the increased and enhanced audio quality, and I'm looking forward to seeing you in the next one.